Ooh, interesting episode. Okay, a few things. I love my girl Angie K, but what was going on at the end of this episode? Baby, you were definitely jealous. And Whitney, you call somebody an alcoholic and a pill popper and you expect them to be nice to you the next day? Okay, girl.
Welcome to the Asia Esterak Hour, where film meets conspiracy and pop culture gets a reality check. From sharp recaps to sci-fi theories and media deep dives, Asia Esterak serves it unfiltered. Let the binge begin.
All right. Welcome back to the Asia Esterak Hour. I'm Asia Esterak. All right, let's get into it. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. My hair is messed up. Season 6, episode, what are we on? 13. Okay, so we're still in Greece. So we wake up the next day after the bullshit last night. Meredith is pissed and she's so upset she has now withdrawn herself from everybody. She's basically not really talking to anyone. Heather still feels some type of way, as she should. She feels dismissed by Meredith. Whitney feels upset, but Whitney, you can't call somebody an alcoholic and a pill popper when you're mad and then want them to give you grace afterwards, especially Meredith. The first half of this episode was basically them trying to understand Meredith because Meredith wasn't trying to contribute to anything, participate in anything. She was upset. So the other thing too is it's Mother's Day in Greece. Well, it's Mother's Day for them in America, but they're still in Greece. Greece is gorgeous, by the way. I'm enjoying seeing it. It's definitely on my bucket list. But so they go to their first activity and half the group goes to ride donkeys. The other half goes to this cooking class to make moussaka, which I really want to make moussaka. Anyway, I like Greek cuisine. I'm a Mediterranean cuisine girl. I love it. Although I did have curry goat not 2 years ago, and I was like, I could get down with the Nigerian cuisine too. Anyway, I'm digressing. But so Heather, Meredith, I cannot remember who else. Brittany, and Angie, they're all cooking the moussaka, so they go to the cooking class. Meredith doesn't go though; she takes a walk off. And the other girls, Lisa, actually no, it was Lisa, Angie K, Bronwyn, and Mary that all go and ride the donkeys. Whitney was with the other group. That's right. So on the way there, they're in the bus and they're still trying to get Meredith to talk. And she's just, her thing is, I miss my family. It's Mother's Day and I want to talk to my son. So Heather is trying to address them because Heather feels dismissed by Meredith, which she did. Here's the thing. Meredith's never going to take accountability for what happened on that plane. And one of my YouTube subscribers, shout out to you. I completely agree with her theory. She was like, I really feel like at the reunion, they're going to come up with the extra footage from that plane. You can't tell me didn't nobody record that. I agree. I feel like we're going to get a nice little surprise at the reunion. I hope we do because I'm dying to see. I just want to see Mary because you know she lost her damn mind. You know it. So Heather's trying to talk to her on the bus a little bit, and Meredith's like, "Hold on," and answers the phone. It's her son, and it was funny. In Heather's confessional, she's like, "Hold on, hello, honey. Yes, you're gonna decrunkle the dollar. You're gonna smooth it out and put it in the machine." I was dying. Yo, Heather, MVP, boo. You are the MVP of this season for real. Anyway, Meredith's not engaging. Anyway, so they get to where they're supposed to get. The two groups split, and of course the conversation is about Meredith. So the other ladies that are on the donkeys, Lisa, Angie K, and Mary and Bronwyn, they're talking about Meredith. And Mary says that she's worried about Meredith. And this was the other thing. When they were on the bus, I just want to go back real quick. Lisa Barlow, they're all trying to talk to Meredith, and Lisa Barlow keeps jumping in and speaking for her. And Heather's like, I don't want, or Whitney's like, let her talk. You quit talking. So then later on, when they're all discussing Meredith and they're talking about her behavior, and Mary's like, I'm worried about her. You could tell there's something wrong. And Lisa's like, she's my friend. I've been a great friend to her. Have you? Because I will never forget that hot mic moment. Didn't you call her a slore and everything under the sun? She slept all in New York City, but you've been a great friend to her. Okay, girl. Even though you made a lot of sense this episode, I'm like, who could forget the hot mic moment? Who could ever forget it? I understand Meredith forgave her, but me, Asia, I'm not over it personally. I ain't over this shit. Somebody did that shit to me. You be wearing the table skirt every time I saw your ass. Furniture would be moving every time I saw you. But anyway, um, so Lisa's like, I've been a great friend to her. She's been a great friend to me. And I just feel like she doesn't want to talk about it with you guys right now. She feels like she's being attacked. She didn't like what Whitney said. And they all agree with her. The thing is, Angie goes, the problem is you keep speaking for her and she's able to get out of it. She's able to not talk about it because she's now depending on you to say something, which is true. So they all kind of collectively agree with that. And they were like, you got to stop saying stuff and let her defend herself. So meanwhile, back at the cooking class, Meredith is the wet blanket. She shows up late because she goes off and walks, and they were like worried because they had to walk up all these steps, and they were like, she got to walk up all these steps in them heels and that mini skirt. She does it. The guy that was teaching the cooking class, beautiful man, Giovanni. He apparently he's half Italian and half Greek. You could tell he was fine back in the day. You could tell. I thought this was really sweet. So when Meredith comes in and sits down, she's still not happy. He actually notices something wrong and he's like, Miss, are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Um, it was really sweet for him to even notice that. But so they're all trying to talk to Meredith and she's just like, I miss my kids. You know, I really wanted to talk to my son today. My thing is, didn't you just talk to him in the bus though? Meredith's funny the way it's like ignore the problem and then somehow make the problem about whatever she's dealing with. And they all know why she's not talking to them, but it's just like, it's crazy because it's like, Meredith, you're going to have to address it at some point. Maybe she's just going to do it at the reunion. I don't know. I mean, this is episode 13. She might address it. I don't know. But honey, one thing I know about reality TV, baby, you're going to have to address it at some point. Okay. So the other ladies, they end up joining them and now they're all there. They're all talking to Meredith. Meredith's still using the Mother's Day, I didn't get to talk to my kids excuse. First of all, in this scene, Brittany goes, well, I didn't talk to my kids for, what'd she say, like 5 years? That was by choice because you chose a man over your kids. Girl, don't insert yourself in shit where you shouldn't be inserting yourself. Brittany, you the last one to address anything motherhood related. So remain silent. That shit made me mad when I was watching that. I was like, I know she did not just say that to Meredith. Girl, really? So Heather gets annoyed and she's like, Meredith, we all knew we were going to be here for Mother's Day. We all agreed to be here. So why are you acting like this? We know why. We know why. She's not addressing the elephant in the room with, what are you doing? What are you doing? I get nervous. I'm like, are you peeing? Georgie was the star on my last video and apparently this one too. Harriet, where you at? So anyway, they have her little conversation. That's it. They go back to the hotel. The ladies are now swimming, kind of goofing around. Meredith comes out in better spirits in this like really cute. It looked like it reminded me of like an old school 1960s flight attendant outfit. It was blue and white, Greek colors, very cute. And they were like, Meredith, we're here to swim. You know, you look like you're going to the office. She takes the top off, reveals a bikini in the skirt. It's a bikini. It was really cute. Meredith, your body is tea, baby. Tea. This was a cute scene. She seemed like she was in better spirits. The energy of the episode got lighter after this, sort of. So after this, they're all chatting. They're about to get ready to go out, and they're in the bus riding over to, or bus, sprinter van, whatever. They're going to dinner, and they're talking about. So they're talking about Brittany, and then they mention that whole high-bodied hair count comment. Because Angie keeps harping on the fact that Brittany's hair is too long for her age. She says that. I didn't understand that. And then Heather was like, "What do you mean? Like you guys have the same length hair." She's like, "Lisa Barlow has the same length hair." Even though Brittany can be annoying, I do feel like sometimes the ladies do pick on her. And in this particular incident, um, Angie, you were being nasty. So what's funny, and I thought this was the ultimate comeback. Very, very, Brittany, you must have been channeling your inner 50 Cent. I was not mad at it. She goes, "Oh yeah, the high bodied hair count." She goes, "I trademarked that. I stole that and trademarked that." So Angie gets mad, talking about, "Well, that's really embarrassing that you would do that." No, you just mad because you didn't think of it first. So they're like, "Well, you stole that." She did. I mean, yeah, she did, but you didn't trademark it before she did. So it was up for grabs. And the reality is you were talking shit about her. So she took that shit and trolled your ass and made it legal. So Angie clearly was feeling some type of way. I think ragging on somebody's hair length is absolutely juvenile. Angie K, come on, baby. I know you can be petty, but girl, really? So they actually get to the dinner. This conversation continues, and it's clearly going to continue into the next episode because it was like at the very end of this episode. But Brittany's like, I took it and I made it my own. And then Angie's like, "Well, you're just copying me because you haven't said anything witty or interesting this entire season. Your only claim to fame is the tink, tink, tink." So then that's when Meredith announces that they're gonna do a business. They're her and Bronwyn, something with this like this cute little flask thing that she has, and she's like, "We're gonna trademark tink, tink, tink." And that was pretty much the end of the episode. I think next episode is going to kick into high gear yet again. Whitney does apologize to uh, Meredith though about calling her a pill popper and alcoholic. She accepts her apology. Whitney, even though you say reckless shit, I think that's the problem with you though. You'll say super reckless shit and then apologize later. What's interesting about that is you it's dangerous because that shit you said about Lisa Barlow and her husband and the sexual escapades last season, I understand why she got really mad. And honestly, I don't know if there's any truth to that because we've never heard about that again. But it's like you let the cat out, you let the toothpaste out of the tube and then apologize, but it's too late to put it back in because you've already said it. I like you, Whitney, but you a little reckless with the tongue sometimes. I mean, everybody on these shows are, but I could see how people could have issues. So anyway, that was pretty much the end of the episode. Real quick. So Bronwyn's getting divorced. That didn't happen on the show, but it's happening in real time. Very interesting. Bronwyn, good, because it seems like your husband doesn't like you. And I want you to get some good able-bodied penis too. Anyway, what's today? Is today when? No, today's yes, baby. Today's Thursday. I need Friday to come so I can have my weekend off. Anyway, happy Thursday, everybody. I'm sorry this is late. Life was lifing as it does every week. Georgie looks cute. Anyway, happy Thursday, you guys. Stay hydrated, stay warm. It is cold here in Maryland. Be nice to each other. And I'm gonna go return these videotapes.